All right, good morning everyone. Welcome back for another day. It's Leesport Flea Market Day. Very interesting. This place is kind of empty. It's supposed to be a gorgeous day as well. Like that whole back row is empty. No one's parked over here. They are pulling in. This is like the adjacent lot, which I guess is your daily vendors. But kind of interesting how gorgeous day out today. It's kind of an empty flea market. Nothing else is going on. No Brimfield, Jacktown, whatever it is. But we'll find something and enjoy the beautiful weather that it is. Flea market day, taco stacks. Let's find some cool things. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Big ones go. Oh, it's a jug, not a flower. It's a jug.
Okay.
Good morning, how are you? Hey, it's a nice day. I thought there'd be more here. Yeah, I thought so too, but...
I spent $1.25 for mine.
Should have got that interaction of paying for this on camera. It's a good conversation. It was the people you meet are very interesting, but got some nice deals. I don't know what I spent $2. I think you kind of got to get on the board early, get you in the mood to buy. Got a couple things. Transformers. I don't think they're old. There were, I think, some Ninja Turtles, but I think they were $8 for the bag. So. Not too educated in that field. Talked to a couple people here. It's kind of interesting. There's not that many vendors set up. I would say that. A couple people have said the same thing. They're kind of shocked as well. I didn't come last week, and a lot of people said last week it was pretty dead. Interesting. I came here 2 weeks ago. It was packed. It's the luck of the draw at the flea market, I guess.
$3.
Oh, okay.
Same.
You want it, man?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's a good deal for $3.
Yeah, I was going over to ask them what it was.
That's all right.
Thanks.
All right. So I got one basketball. It's kind of a cool basketball too. Look at that. $19.99. Fishing pole and an eagle, $25. I don't know. Oh, so I don't know if I caught that on camera, because I just looked at my camera. I don't know if I was recording, but I picked up an anvil, and then this is like the big thing with the flea market. Like, if you're ever interested in something, there's like these people out there who like make these videos. Let me just say this: people out there make videos on how like to negotiate. You don't want to give value to items. You don't say, hey, how much do you want for your basketball? You say, how much do you want for that stuff over there? And you point, because if you say basketball, it's a term, it's an item, it gives it value. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube say, don't give items value. It's like a way of negotiating. Another thing people do is they don't pick up items, because if you pick it up, it shows like you want it. So in that situation, the guy didn't pick up the anvil and bring it up to him and ask him, how much did you want for your anvil? He just left on the table, walked up, and said, how much do you want for that? It drives me nuts. If you're interested in something, hold on to it, pick it up, look at it, ask the price, walk it up there, but don't walk away from the item. Because I was looking at it, and then he asked for the price, and that kind of seemed like, you know, he was second guessing himself. He's like, oh, maybe I should buy that. I don't know. It was weird. Anyway, don't do that at flea markets. If you're interested in something, pick it up, hold on to it. Because once you let go of it, it should be fair game. I was a nice person there. I could have just been a complete jerk and be like, no, I'm holding it, it's mine. I'll buy it for $3, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, don't do that at flea markets. You're gonna drive other people nuts. If I wasn't in a good mood, or if I was a nasty person, I'd be pretty mean with that person. Like, oh, you didn't pick it up, blah, 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 this. Anyway, it's in one ear, out the ear. Doesn't matter to me anyway. It's just one of my pet peeves.
Charlie, I think I knocked something down. Charlie, will you go by? Look, right here, I think I might have flung something. Do you see it? Yes, you, maybe. No. Sure. I thought I seen something go fly.
Yes. Yes, I see it.
I got a god-awful lot of merchandise, guys. A lot in small. Two smalls, $1, 4 for 3. These are the lights. And all the prisms are on them. Hey, Cindy and Charlie, where are you?
I think I got a rare Pyrex off this guy last year.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm doing well.
Not seeing any more today.
Pelosi, Schumer, all those that are in with the Bidens in that energy plan over there, they're protecting their interests. That's what they're doing.
I don't think they're going to be paid monthly no more. I'll pay them weekly now.
Yeah.
Too much about that.
Yeah. And you know what? They give you a big stink about,
You do get a mixture of people. So you have perfume people, housework people.
Also, at first I thought it was like a cigar company. That's not it. That, you know what I mean? Something like that. The only thing I think it's cool. The only thing I can think of was that it was
Yeah, 2 weeks I think. It's actually considered white metal. Anyone out there is really curious about it. year that they finally got out today. Heck is that? What's a handle? It's a Griswold. I need this other stuff, but it's a quarter each. I'm not gonna give them 50 cents, so let's just get to $1. Shoe stretcher, those are tough. I'll take this.
Just looked at it. I'm only kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I took it somewhere. It'll show up. And I have the small one for the small. Yeah, that's when I was
kind of sad. That's some person I got a bunch of stuff from last week, and they always have decent prices and decent stuff. That's kind of cool. It's like an old Nintendo case. But anyway, it totally forgot that they were here because they set up over in this direction. Now they're 7-8 vendors down. But you win some, you lose some. I just know they have great deals and they have a lot of great stuff. Still got a Griswold piece. Not worth a whole lot, but Griswold's Griswold.
Hey gang, how you doing? Well, I got a good sport here.
Yeah.
Not sure if it's worth a whole lot, but a little GM good wrench. A good wrench. Seen a lot of car makers and they seem to do really well, so never seen this brand. Never seen a GM wrench. Good wrench. You get the point. Nice thing about Leesport is it's also a farmer's market, so I end up getting a bunch of flowers for the year. Anyone out there is into flowers. Not a bad deal. So these flats, they're pretty universal, are $13 a flat. And I was saying how the place by me, obviously I picked the worst one out of all of these. Very loud. Picked the worst whatever. They're $3.50 by me for one of these, whereas here I think they're $1.25 or $1.50. So after, like, 2 or 3, pays for a whole flat. And also got some tomatoes. These are $1 a pot, which isn't a bad deal. $1 for a whole plant. Can't go wrong with some chocolate chip banana bread. And basil. Looks actually pretty nice on camera. It's gonna be a lot of fun planting these. Alright, so I just made it back. I do have quite the abundance of random stuff back here. So I bought that basketball this morning. I still do the basketball things. Aside from that, I got a couple other smalls, but mainly today was kind of like a farmer's market style day. A lot of antique dealers today, a lot more of the dealer crowd rather than kind of like the flea market, you know, find your own treasure crowd, house clean out, estate clean out. Those people, I don't know where they've been. It's now the second time I've been to Leesport, and both times they haven't been there. Like in previous years, there's been like, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them. This time maybe 1, maybe 1.5. In fact, I don't even know if there's been anyone. But got some tools. This I think was kind of neat. It's Transformers. I should probably rip this open. This person had a lot of good deals, and I remember they had decent stuff last time. I guess this is maybe a sharpening stone. And then in this bag, so the person who I got this from, they've always had good stuff. They have nice primitives, nice antiques. Unfortunately, I got there a little late, and it seems like they don't bring like an entire van load. Like they have a van like mine, maybe the smaller version of mine, but it doesn't seem like they like pack it full. Almost like they have all banana boxes, but they only have maybe 8 or 6 or 8 items in a box, whereas me, I'd have like 30 in a box. I thought this said Griswold. It did. All right, good. I'm not losing it. It says Griswold on top. So it's not a frying pan. I know these things aren't worth a whole lot of money, but any cast iron collector likes this kind of stuff. A couple other odds and ends from there. I also managed to pick up this, which was only $1. This, I believe, is the top 2 one of those oil cans. Just the funnel. I think there should also be a cap, if I'm not mistaken. These kind of go on those things that look like mason jars. I can be completely wrong. They're not worth a ton of money, but whenever you find the oil cans or the oil bottles, I think they're called, half the time they're missing this, or they're missing the cap, and this seems to sell it. So for $1, I'll grab that, because if I ever find one, usually they go really, really cheap if they're missing this. Almost like they'd go for like the same price as a mason jar. And lastly, we do have our whole collection of flowers and some tomato plants and some basil, for anyone out there who loves to plant and is a green thumb in that sort of sense. Total bill here was I think $59. The tomato plants were only $1 each. The basil was, this was $2, and you get quite the abundance of basil there. In a matter of probably a month, this will be like 3 or 4 times the size of this, and there will be so much basil, my pizza will kind of taste healthy again. So yeah, I was thinking about building a garden this year. The best thing about gardens seemed to be like you could just go out and plant or pick whatever you want, especially when it's like harvesting time. But in previous years, I've kind of noticed, like going to the flea market, the price of produce from these farmers markets around here is just so cheap. It's so cheap compared to the grocery store. Given everything going on in the world today, I don't know if it's going to stay that cheap, but it's almost like rather than have the whole headache of, oh, did this grow, did that grow, did this grow right? It almost seems like just to buy at the farmer's market. But it was in the back of my mind to build a garden this year. Unfortunately, I will not be doing that. I will, however, plant the basil and the tomatoes and the flowers here very shortly. But other than that, another fun day at Leesport. I know it wasn't a huge haul, but always a fun day to go out there. Always a blast to see what might be at the flea market. Another week of treasure hunting, another day of treasure hunting, but most importantly, more to come in the future, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys enjoyed, smack like button, subscribe down below for more treasure hunts. And until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.